just came up with an awesome new riff. Wanna hear it?
Hello everyone, it's your Ice Booth here. Welcome back. Uh, uh, please forgive me for starting late tonight. Uh, what? I'm in. Yes, Oh, hello, Daz. Yes, I am playing as Shinon right now, and yes, I am in Inazuma, as you cannot see because we are in my room. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I had to go make dinner, and I made the mistake of I grabbed a can of soup, and I thought, oh, I'll eat soup tonight. It's time for soup. I grabbed soup that was spicy jambalaya, and I looked at the can label, and it said, oh, this is hot. This is hot soup. I'm like, I don't believe this. It's going to be just like mild at best. I was sorely mistaken. My mouth was burning for like a good, I would say, probably like a good 30 minutes or so. My mouth was just on fire, and it was just pain. I chugged an entire glass of milk and everything. Anyways, let's go do this event in Sumeru. All devices are scattered across Tavat. Seemingly formed. That's probably not. Oh, fake. Oh, I'm gonna give it a college try at this one. Fake Ulib. Hello, first time chatter. How you doing? Oh, and thank you for the follow as well. Holy, thank you so much. Do you know how to pronounce the Hydro Archon name? I forget what the name is. I'll be honest. I've just been hyper focused on Linny this like for the past few weeks. So it's I kind of haven't like thought to like pay attention to the name of the Archon. Hello, Lamia. Ahem, you two, over there. Excuse me. There's a brand new game here for you two to play. Heh. As long as you complete the challenge, you'll obtain a ton of funding for experiments. Funding? Folklore. I'm gonna guess it's folklore? Is that how you pronounce the Archon's name? Like, I know there's an accent on that C, but I... Hmm. Ah, no, sorry, I spoke too quickly. What I mean is, if you finish the game and fill out the survey, then you'll get amazing rewards. The game is really simple, too. There aren't many chances to obtain rewards this easily, you know. Hmm, that seems a bit suspicious to Paimon. Is this some kind of new scam? Whoa, no need to be like that. There's no need to get so suspicious right off the bat, really. Though I admit that randomly inviting strangers passing by in a place like this, next to a cave entrance, with treasure hoarders next to me, yeah, this might be seen as somewhat unusual. But at least listen to my excuse, or I mean, listen to my explanation. All right, let's hear it. I'm interested. Though the two of you cannot tell. Ah, sorry, I'm here. I just got off Genshin with Glenn and asked him to check for notifications from you, and he said that there were none. Maybe he's still in flag at the moment. Maybe. Maybe he might be. Anyways, welcome, Twee. Better late than never. I just started the event stuff. Also, I want to check. Okay, my bitrate's good right now. So nothing bad happened. We're all good here. Though the two of you cannot tell, I am a researcher from the Amurta Darshan of the Academia. My name is Lamia. It's actually really obvious since you're wearing Academia clothing. Oh, that's where you're wrong. What if a con artist merely put on Academia robes to fool you into thinking they were a researcher? Almost ready to say Glenshin. Yeah. Of course, I am most definitely not talking about myself. Come on. I was just reminding you two. I really am from Emerta. If you doubt me, just ask anything about any Matra. I'm definitely at the top of quite a few of their lists. Lamia, I don't know how to tell you this, but if you're at the top of a Matra's list, I don't think that's a good thing. Is that supposed to be a good thing? Anyway, you two. Oh, right. I haven't asked your names yet. Paimon's name is Paimon, and I'm Kai Leston. But everyone calls me the Traveler because no one can really hear me when I say my name. In that case, Kai Leston and Paimon, allow me to explain this little challenge to you. This is actually all related to a story I read when I was a child about a boy who turns into a cat and has all kinds of adventures in a land of cats. It's a really cute story. After the protagonist falls in love with a beautiful cat, he turns back into a human. Then the story ends with him as the owner of that gorgeous cat, living out their lives as pet and master. It's a pretty good ending. No, that's actually a really weird ending. I mean, the end. Yeah, if you think about it, he falls in love with the cat, and he turns back into a human, and he keeps the cat. Well, at the very end, the boy finds out the beautiful cat is actually male. So I think the ending actually has a bit of literary value. Still feels a bit awkward with like the boy turning out the boy becoming human again. Sorry, but we got a bit off topic. Anyway, the whole point of is that much of the story is written from the perspective of an animal, which fascinated me. After becoming a scholar, I decided that would be my research area. By combining the equipment I developed with the mature tech of the Akasha, we can see the world through the eyes of various animals. Now that sounds more like it. Though using the academia's research funds to chase your dreams, isn't that a bit like abusing your position to get what you want? Hush, Paimon. Let her live her dream. Perhaps it is appropriating public technology for my private purposes and a bit selfish, really. But this is also a quite practical and it's also quite practical and has a lot of potential. When searching for victims after a disaster or exploring collapsed ruins, small animals are far more agile than us, and we could borrow their eyes. Well, searching for things will be much easier. Exactly. For example, if you can borrow the vision of a weasel thief, then you can explore ruins quite quickly. With the eyes of birds, you can look down from high, and on a clear day, with good visibility, it would be very easy to conduct topography or other forms of observation. Hee What do you think? Sounds like some pretty amazing research, doesn't it? It actually does sound quite impressive. Too bad we're going to go to Fontaine, where they have airships. Yeah, you're going to go to Fontaine where there are airships. Kind of defeats the purpose when you think about it. I was planning on taking my time, but those fools at Kasharawar managed to see the promise in such research and are planning to achieve similar results with tiny machines. Once again, Fontaine has giant airships. It's blasphemy, I say. Corruption and evil. Compared to cute little animals, who wants cold machines? Fontaine. Right, Kailastin and Paimon? Well, I am from the Beep Construct Beep Darshan. No, animals are much cuter. I just knew you'd understand, Kailastin. Anyway, the point is that if I can't produce results ASAP, those Kasharawar dolts will certainly beat me to the punch. So grabbing passerby out here away from the prying eyes is my only option. Hee. So when you think about it, there's nothing suspicious about it at all. Sounds like it's pretty legit after all. Not many chances to obtain rewards this easily. Alright, and count us in. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, take this first. It's a tool I invented. I call it the inscribed mirror. The mirror will show you what the animal connected to my device sees. Just use the images shown in the inscribed mirror to figure out where the animals with the devices are attached are, and then catch them to earn your reward. Huh? So if they're running around all over the place, it's fine. They're all trained and will stay in the area. They won't go too far, so don't worry about that. Okay, come on, Kailastin, let's roll out. Sorry for muting. I finally got my diploma from my college. Now I can finally use that frame I've been keep in my room. And here I was about to like drive up or call them on the weekend because I was getting tired. After the challenge begins, you must use the inscribed mirror to find and retrieve all the small animals near the wooden plaques. After you use the inscribed mirror, you can see the small animal's point of view, and thus locate them. You can adjust your camera angle to observe your surroundings and improve the accuracy of your research.
If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So come on, let's get moving.
Well, let's get to the first one. Also, I don't have 2 claymores out, so let's swap Eula, because I just got Shinyan's artifacts completed. Who to grab? Who indeed? Why not Layla?
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Ah, there it is. Right. I need that thing. The magic thing. It gives me magic. Wow. This is what a boar sees. There it is. Alright, we found the shroom boar. Gotcha. A bird. Oh man, this could be anywhere. I might have trouble with this one. Especially if the game doesn't let me zip. Genshin be like, oh yeah, let's add a difficulty tweak. He's talking shit. Back found a code to get Mew and redeem it in Pokemon Scarlet right now. Oh shit. Oh right, the Pokemon Direct that happened. I haven't watched it yet. That was like a few days ago. Oh shit, I gotta look at that. I want to see what it has and also enter that code in. Okay, so bird down there by the river. I see it. Thought I saw it. Where exactly? Oh, it wasn't rendered in, of course. Leave it to the game to render in an object. Ooh, 70 Primo Gems. I'm gonna have enough for like all the wishing I want to. Ah, so we've recovered Morton, Nils, and Wilbur. I love these names. Next, we're gonna get Ash, Arca, and Samir. In the desert. Now, when I read this event thing, I thought it was saying like, "Oh, the animals are next to signs," and I was about to say like, "Oh, this is gonna be super easy if they're all just next to signs." What's the what's the challenge if they're next to something that's easy to find? There they are. Gonna zip. There you are. And the next one. Oh, this is easy to find. Damn, does this game not want to read any buttons that I press? Okay. There you are. And claim. Oh, no. Next. Orby, Scrubba, and Longneck. I feel like these names just creative, and then we're getting into like the really fun ones now. We're getting into silly names. Oh, we're going to Liwa for this. Okay. I'm intrigued. It's not just in Sumeru. Sorry, but that was just my mic. Oh, so you got Mew.
Oh, it's really coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet.
September 18th to claim Mew? Alright. I better take care of that soon, because I'm going to forget about it immediately. Oh, I know where this is. Gotcha, Scrubba. I see me. Orby must be there. It's a good thing that this nice lady was able to provide a lot of giant wind gusts from out of nowhere to help me get to such angles and spaces. Long neck, are you over here? This is definitely a very chill event. Renard, Christo, and Gustav. You know, I find it funny, out of all regional differences, Dragonspine has a different colored mint. The mints are, like, brownish. And it is the only technical region that does it like that. Probably Sniz and I will do the same. But I think this is a very nice little detail that we have. Oh boy, it's a race against time now. I'm gonna freeze. Oh, yeah, thank you, game. I love sliding down the cliff face after it says I can stand there. Really burns my biscuits. One more time. Oh boy, we're gonna freeze. Ah, there is Gustav. Alright, let's get over by the fire. Oh. I don't even need to... That was by pure accident. I saw him immediately. Bruh. Alright, where is the next one? Bottle Pecker, Chirpy, and Nightcall. Ooh, we go to the chasm. I'm gonna plug in my phone. I'm hoping this charger works. It keeps having issues.
Hmm. 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 Huh? Uh, 100 years have passed, yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia.
Okay, hopefully it charges now. I keep having issues with like every charging wire I have right now. It's like the only thing I have that works is what is it? Yeah, my Surface Touch charge. You can also get Mewtwo, but it's more like a challenge. I don't think I'm anywhere near ready to face him. Yeah, no, I am nowhere near ready to do anything with getting a Mewtwo because I have
Academic
to
research isn't some kind
play
of
the
fad.
game, and I have not touched
Topics might
Scarlet,
just
and I
get
have not even
in
gone
and
to the
out.
university in it yet. I am so far behind in Scarlet, I'm not going to get any event Pokemon ever. Okay, so up top on a mountain. It's gotta be up here. Yep. Tweet, it's an open world game. They give you any option ever. You can do whatever you want. Just explore. Okay, they're on... Okay, I see where I am. Well, Twee, I have a simple idea you could try. Don't choose. Just walk in a direction until you come across something. And just go from there. It might help, because you might come across something just in the way. Or just something that just isn't happening, and you're like, oh, okay. I'll do this. Like, if you want to be easy, you could just do, like, also as an option, you could just do the gym challenge stuff. Now we're looking for Agatha, Cole, and Chesterton. 2 squirrels and a duck. It looks like it's staring blankly a lot of the time, but it's actually lost in thought. Wait, what? I sure hope it's not thinking about any dangerous ones. They're up here. I think that's them right there. Yep. A gust of wind. I wonder if to go up there. I don't actually. Still fairly new to Pokemon. I've barely beaten Ultra Sun. I've barely touched X or Omega Ruby since downloading them before the eShop closure. X, you'll have a lot of fun with. Ruby expands on the story that the OGs had. Plus, it also has Mega Evolution in it, so you can experience the joy that I loved of Mega Evolution. Same goes for X. Are they down a level? Oh. Oh.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Is that it? Yes, it is. Oh, that was fun.
The doctor will see you now.
I'll leave them be.
Academic research isn't some kind of fad. Topics don't just go in and out of fashion.
Anyway, what to do? I could do Hangouts. At the same time, I kind of want to just not do Hangouts. I still have a lot of the quests to do here in Oh, wait. Oh, there's still this. I should do this real fast. I just want to chat with her. What's up, Adia? Oh, Kylestin, Paimon. I was wondering where you two might be taking a stroll. Let me see. A melody of pure water sings and twists around you, accompanied by the energy of gracefully dancing dewdrops. You two seem to be in good spirits. What do you say? Are you interested in sampling more of the delights of the Valyrian Mirage? He, even Paimon didn't imagine what Adia would start speaking. That Adia would start speaking more appropriately. She seems like a different person. Wait, is she a different person? Are you another creation of Adia? My body has always been my own creation. All right, that's enough talking about bygone days. Hey, Adia seems much more lively. It's so wonderful. Wait. What were we talking about? Sampling the lights of the Valyrian Mirage? Traveling around can lead to lots of pleasant surprises. Exactly. Great minds think alike. We'll want to explore every nook and cranny of a mysterious place like this. Chests of hidden mora. Gotta find 'em all. Aha. I mean, truly appreciating this place, not just wandering around it. Though, if it's treasure you're interested in, why not give the Returning Curios project a try? It's an old tradition of our newly revitalized Valyrian Mirage. Returning Curiosity? Why hasn't Paimon heard you mention this before? Returning Curios, as the name indicates, refers to the multitude of fantastical items that have been swept into the vortex and funneled into the Valyrian Mirage. This project goes back many a year. Originally, a veteran adventurer stopped here and was deeply moved by the scenery. It goes without saying that my hospitality helped considerably. Anyway, he buried his most prized possessions in the place that touched him most deeply. Those were his mementos, 3 pocket watches made of mora. Before leaving, the adventurer left a poetic cipher and asked me to tell it to later guests, to see if they could find it. Watches made of mora? Sounds shiny and valuable. I don't know how valuable they are, but when I mentioned it to later guests, they were even more excited than Paimon. They swore to retrieve the treasures left by the adventurer. Unfortunately, though they searched the whole Valyrian Mirage, they were still unable to find the treasure trove hidden by the cipher. But in the process of searching, many guests began to relax and enjoy themselves, and lost all traces of nervousness they had when they first entered the Mirage. Though they never found the adventurer's treasure, they found the idea fascinating, and chose to leave behind their own gifts in the Mirage, burying their stories and entrusting me with their care. In the end, though I never expected this, it has become a sort of tradition here. This returning curios, deciphering ciphers to reveal the treasures of guests past, and then passing down our stories. What about the watches? Now that you mention it, what did happen to the watches? I only remember the stories he wanted to tell. Right. What was the cipher again? Give me a moment. Let me check to see if there are any records. Adia, didn't you promise the adventurer? We need to be more reliable. Don't blame me. It was ages ago. There's been so many guests since then, too. Just stories upon stories. How can anyone expect me to memorize everything? Anyway, it's not about the value of the treasure or the watch, but the stories hidden inside the treasures. Ah, yes, that's it. As long as the stories live on, treasures and such are just the cherry on top. What do you think? Would you like to join the tradition of returning curios? After all, the special memento you leave will be retrieved by someone else in the far future. Imagine how that person will react to seeing your story and the memento you chose to leave behind, here and now. It's really fun, isn't it? Paimon guesses it kind of makes sense. Leaving gifts and secret messages behind for strangers sounds interesting, and solving riddles to look for hidden treasures makes Paimon giddy. Ideally, we'll also get a ton of mora while we're at it. After all, a gem ringed with gold is much prettier. Don't sweat it. According to the rules of old, each guest can hear one cipher and find one treasure. And you're my special guests. As you're my special guests, I'll give you 3 tries. Each cipher matches one of the treasure troves, and besides the stories told by each memento, there's plenty of more to be found as well. Good, good, that's perfect, Adia. Paimon doesn't know how impressive how impressive this mysterious adventurer was, but they couldn't be better than Paimon and Kyleston. Let's help continue this tradition too. We can bury a story here that belongs only to us. Then we can think about what memento and cipher to leave while we search. Then it's settled. Right. Listen carefully to the first cipher. A sweet mist permeates all, gazing toward the dancing lamplight. I almost forget to breathe. In the end, memories of childhood guide me, and I take my seat beside the table in peace. Okay, the returning Curio's journey has begun. Remember the cipher? Try to solve it. Try hard to solve it, and locate the treasure. I need a drink. I've been speaking too much. Well, let's go to a place where there are tables. Bam.
A historical artifact. Never mind.
Well, we got something. Back so soon? Such skilled treasure hunters. The first cipher was too easy. We knew where to go immediately. But what was with the memento inside the chest? It seems like it's from a person who gets hungry easily and stands outside restaurants enticed by the smell of food. The memento is their snack bag, right? You're not completely wrong, but not totally right either. The traveler who left this first chest was a disciplined warrior. When I saw him in the desert, he was covered in wounds, great and small. It was clear he had survived a bitter struggle. A tired, hungry person would obviously be drawn to the smell of a restaurant. It makes such sense. It makes sense such circumstances would inspire written words, even a few lines of poetry. Wow, that's actually really different than we thought. Why was he fighting in the desert? If I speak too much and add my own interpretations, it will color your perceptions and you won't experience their story as they wanted it told. The memento still has his notes. Take some time to read them if you're curious. Okay, fine. In that case, Kyleston, you read it when you have time, and then tell Paimon the important bits. Let's move on. I want to share the cipher for the next treasure trove. A shooting star of vines carries me, traversing a forest so quiet and peaceful, to finally arrive in secluded dreamland so pure. What do you think? This one will keep you guessing. Activate all those smarts of yours and find the second treasure trove. Oh man, I wonder where it could be. Oh, wait, have we never activated this one? I swear to God I did. Huh. I thought I activated this one. Oh, oh no, I'm thinking of this one over here. Oh, so this is a different one. Okay, I'm interested. We're going somewhere. All right. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy. Mind the side effects.
Feel the beat! Dare to mess with me?
Shred till I'm dead! Huh? Ja! Power chord! Ha! Ja!
Remember, health comes first.
Ja! Ja! Hey! Feel the beat! Hey! Ha!
so where does this lead? Oh, okay. Was that water droplet there before? Took you longer this time, huh? Guess you're enjoying solving the riddles. So, what did you find besides Mora? Just a simple box. Can we open it? What if there's a creepy doll that What if there's a creepy doll that pops out? Or fireworks that burst out with a bang? Oh yes, adding surprises to mementos is a great idea. I'll suggest that to other guests too. But in this case, this is the standard box I provide to guests. The guest that left this behind was quite serious though, so you can rest assured there are no shenanigans. She was a lost student that woke up one day and found herself in the middle of the desert. She stumbled across the Valurian Mirage while searching for landmarks. It seemed like she hadn't finished her schoolwork, so she couldn't stay long. I was flustered too, unable to show her proper hospitality. Even now I feel guilty about it. Luckily, her standards were really low, and just sitting in a quiet place stargazing was enough. Her other request was to have a closed, secluded environment to rest in. So I found that cave for her. Before she left, I also sealed the cave with vines so that she could sleep in peace whenever she wished. No wonder the cipher mentioned Dreamland. No one would bother you sleeping in a cave like that. But waking up in a strange place, that sounds familiar. Maybe she was sleeping on a carriage and got thrown off? Perhaps by a grouchy driver. As Adia said, Paimon thinks it would be best to wait until we've cleared our heads. Then we can try tackling the tale of the mysterious student again. There's just one chest left to find now. Come on, Guy Leston, let's finish all the returning curios. If you really can't wait, go on ahead and read it without Paimon. You're a fast reader. It should only take you a moment to read a couple pages. I'll read it first and I'll tell you everything. Alright, with your storytelling, Paimon will be captivated. Ah, do I have to work with just a few words as a testament to your great and practiced teamwork? So let's continue the returning curios, shall we? Listen carefully to the third treasure's cipher. A blue, spotless ceiling. A floor of white candy. Soft companions surround me. I too have wings. Ahem. Something so simple. Anyone would know where to go immediately. Well, it's easy to see, at least. Reaching it, however, that should be fun to watch. I'm gonna read the first two things we got first. They expire, so I best read them. Excuse me. To the traveler who discovers this treasure. If you are reading this text now, you must have become one of Miss Adia's most esteemed guests. The bag you find within the treasure chest is an old ration bag of mine. It accompanied me over mountains and hills and across vast, empty deserts, sustaining me for several decades. Please allow me to use it to pay you a warrior's tribute, as well as to give you my best wishes. I was once an ordinary mercenary who chose to live and fight in solitude. My reason for becoming a sellsword was simple. I wished to exact revenge on the bandits that terrorized the land. When I was still very young, my family's caravan fell to a bandit attack. My parents, who rode at the head of the caravan, never returned. I started treading this path to eradicate violence and greed, swearing to eliminate the bandits to the last man. I set out to eliminate all the suffering they could cause. My methods were so extreme that even other mercenary groups could not understand my doings. All things were as they should be. Eventually, one day, there would be no bandits, and there would be no me. But in a twist of fate one day, I happened to track a group of bandits to their stronghold. An easy task considering my skills, my experience. But this time, I recognized someone amongst the group of bandits. Many years ago, I had once saved a youth who'd lost his parents to the bandits. Though I believed he'd come to despise the bandits even more than me, I somehow found him in cahoots with them. His hair unkempt and his face filled with some relief at being recognized. He knelt before me and begged for mercy, recounting all the horrors he'd seen. Even as I stood there, shocked and flabbergasted, he had stabbed me with a weapon before melting away into the quiet night. Had Miss Adia not rescued me, I'd have perhaps become yet another dry skeleton in these sands. Was there any meaning to the life I had led? Why would a victim of banditry go on to embrace their way of life. Deep within the mirage, a youth shared their story against the flickering fire, their eyebrows knitted in a frown, and their eyes full of tears. The lack of dignity, the agony of exile, and the loneliness in living all on one's own. Had I not harbored, drop my pencil there, had I not harbored burning hatred or inherited a small amount of family wealth, I would have likely become just like them. If the lid won't work, why don't we try our luck at the bottom? Miss Adia's words, she struggled in vain to open a can, finally allowed me to piece my thoughts together. There are some evils in the world that can only be treated by removing their root causes. I know better than anyone the experiences that would drive someone to become a bandit. If I had wished to stop them from going astray, I could begin by doing what I can improve their circumstances. Doing what I can to improve the circumstances. I'll reckon it'll be a different kind of struggle from beating someone in a fight. It's far less direct, far more difficult, and requires far more thinking. But I believe it'd also benefit those in need far more. Anyway, all that is to say, I probably won't need this warrior's ration bag anymore. I leave it here as a testament to my determination as I set off on my new journey. And what is the next one? Oh, traveler, whom I've never met. If you're reading this letter now, you must be enjoying the wondrous sights of this place, just as I did in the past. May you encounter the sights in your dreams and learn much from the experience. I am a Rotawist student who fell asleep while observing the skies. After finding myself here, upon waking up, I decided to stay a while. The caretaker, Miss Adia, appears to be struggling with the need to repair some old mechanisms on the grounds. She did not respond to my questions, but simply offered me a quiet place to stay where I might get plenty of rest. Nevertheless, from the way others talk about her, I could tell that she is usually a generous host. It was understandable that she would not have time to take care of me while being pulled in several different directions. I was unable to get an answer from her even as I packed up and left. She did, however, give me many gifts and invite me to try out this attraction. Which is to say, I'm also quite new to this place, and don't have a lot of insights to share. I can only wish you had a fun and relaxing experience. You may get a slightly different experience if you were to observe the stars from here. Though the positions of the stars had not changed, their impressions on the sky might appear far stronger. And it's much easier to make note of their characteristics. Maybe the special location and my good mood had both something to do with it. After all, our field of vision is far wider here, and the air here is also less dry and more pure than regular air in the desert. Most importantly, this place is insulated from monsters and people of ill intent. Doubt on that one. If you ever have some free time, I'd strongly recommend that you spend some time here to observe the stars. The traditions say that I should leave something here as a testament to my stay, but I don't know what I can leave to you as a gift. I only brought some books, pen, and paper with me when I came here, and I'll need all of them to write my thesis. Among the gifts that Miss Adia gave me was a sum of mora, which he recommended I use to purchase furniture, believing it would add warmth, beauty, and comfort to my abode. However, my place has already been filled to the brim with books and star charts. There's no more space for further furnishings, and either way, were I to cross the desert again to return to the academia, I doubt I could make the journey if I brought any more with me. These gifts will be better left to travelers that will come after me. And thus I waited for an auspicious day with wondrous omens before hiding them. Now, these gifts are all yours. I hope they will bring you sincerity and joy, and pass on to you the protection and fortune of the starry skies.
I just...
Ah! Well, that's one. I guess. I guess that's one? Or... Hello? I guess we're going down. Please go back to the original spot. Are you down here? Yeah, I don't think they're down here. Let's try up again. Go back. From whence you came.
What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam, Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up. 100 years have passed, yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia.
Alright, give me a second. I'm going to close my door so I can make less noise.
What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam, Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up. Ha! Have fun with this gift! We'll see about that! Hey, find that was worth the trip.
Son of a bitch, I was muted for the whole thing. God damn it, I was fucking muted. I am very smart. I'm not gonna. Well, I hope everyone read that at like the same pace that I did. Let's just read the last bit here. Thanks for the hug, Twee. You find many sketches at the end of the diary. This must be the kite that the diary writer was referring to. While the handwriting is messy, the sketch is quite neat. The feature design is well shaped, has an effective weight-bearing skeletal structure, and has many safety features. It is apparent that only a highly educated child could have produced such a high-level design. Maybe the diary writer is a child of scholarly parents, and has been interested in engineering since early childhood. Unfortunately, it has been designed by a child. As it has been designed by a child, the kite can only be used by a child. It is too small, and unlike a glider, cannot support the weight of an adult for an extended amount of time. Maybe it could become the perfect toy for Paimon if you were to dedicate a lot of time into actually building it, using the blueprint as a reference, that is. The process will probably be quite painstaking for the inexperienced. Here I was thinking we're going to get a new wing glider. I can glide all the way back. I can do that. I really need to remember when I mute. Like, I should either, like, put a note down on my desk when I'm, like, getting up to do something. Or just something. Sure it happens to everyone? Yeah. I've done it so many times before. I should really just be more aware that I'm doing it, though. No, you don't need to regret anything. I'm just glad that you caught it. I would have probably forgotten. Idea, we're back. I didn't read any of that. I just skipped everything because I just immediately got the instincts that, oh, this is like a commission. I gotta return my commissions. Hey, we're back. Oh, that was fast. I knew you were no ordinary person, but I didn't expect it to be this easy. How was your experience? Special? It certainly was high enough up. Whoever left that third treasure behind is a child at heart. They use creative metaphors, and their clues are right on the money. Let Paimon guess. Are they some kind of fairy tale author or something? Those aren't metaphors. They're just the real thoughts of a child. The one who left the third treasure behind was actually just a small girl. A young girl. Wait, a kid? You're joking, right? How did she even get up there? Get up here. The child overheard her parents talking about a hidden paradise up in the clouds, where all sorts of beautiful creatures like finches and crystal flies lived. So, she secretly built a big kite, hoping to soar into the clouds and visit her flying friends. I don't know if because the wind was ignorant, or if it was intentional, but the kite ended up being carried off course. Instead of soaring up to the paradise in the sky, it landed in the middle of the desert. The child didn't find her finches and crystal flies, but she had a wonderful time playing with the gentle hydroidolons, who became her squishy new friends. Whoa, slow down there! You talk so fast that Paimon can hardly keep up. And for a kid to fly all that way on a giant kite, a lot must have happened along the way. You're going too fast and it seems like we're missing out on a lot of details. Look, I really can't explain the sense of wonder that kids feel during their adventures, so you'll just have to experience it for yourselves. Besides the message of the child, there is also a few pages from her diary in the box. The details are really something. Excuse me. But before we get to that, there's still one things left to do. One things. Only one things. It is both full of ceremony, but also quite important. Shall we take care of that first? Yes, you're right. We found all the treasures, so now it's time to leave a treasure of our own behind. It's finally time. Let's put our heads together, Kyleston. Where should be the perfect spot to bury our treasure? We have to think this through carefully. Can't be scatterbrained about it. The entrance to the of Luria Mirage. Actually, not. It feels nice, but at the same time, it feels like I'm like telling them like, oh. Well, actually, no. In a sense, it's like, oh, I'm having you go back to the beginning to look to like take take a gander or like take in the view of like when you first came here and realize how much you've changed as you've entered. I think that'd be a good place to put it. It's pretty direct. Interesting. This is the first time someone has suggested a hiding spot like that. But if you do that, won't it be too easy for other guests to find the treasure? Well, there's no need to make it too difficult for others. Ah, Paimon gets what you mean. Probably. Because we've really struggled to get the treasure chest purposely stuck in hard-to-reach areas, right? You don't want others to suffer like we have? That makes sense. Maybe we'll start a trend, and who knows? Someday we'll start finding treasure chests all over the place. Let's go back to the entrance of Valyria Mirage. Time to head out. Hold on. Please, take this first. This is a special box, imbued with the power of the Hydroidolons, which can greatly extend the storage time of mementos and prevent them from deteriorating over time. As for the memento you chose, you can keep it a secret from me if you want. Awesome, this really helps. With a fantastic container like this, we can store some fresh things like fresh fruit and herbs and yummy food for a long time. But if we don't tell everything to Adia, will you still be able to pass along the cipher to other guests? It's all about mystery and surprise. The treasure you leave behind will become a crown jewel of the Returning Curios project. Every bit as impressive as the original Mora pocket watch. I can't wait to see what kind of guest will find your treasure and how they'll react to your memento. Will I be able to tell at a glance that this keepsake was left by you? I'm getting so excited. Now it's our turn to return the Now it's our turn to return the favor. Oh, Paimon understands now. Then we need to choose a really special memento to make sure that Adia can understand that what we're trying to say with just a glance. And then Adia should write us a letter and tell us the good news. Very well. Then it is settled. Okay, I gotta think about what to bury. That's exactly where I was thinking it's gonna be. Actually, how many spots do we got here? Oh my god! We found the pocket watch! No way. No way, did we really just find it? Oh, that's so cool. The font has a flourish to it, and the humor penetrates through the back of the paper. Darn it. You managed to find the Moore pocket watch. I hid it so expertly. Well done. Well done. Bravo. I tip my hat to you. Though someone as obviously talented and skilled as you must have noticed that this pocket watch is made in the shape of Mora, with a thin coat of Mora colored paint. By market standards, it's barely worth anything. Right now, I'm sure your mood has shifted pretty drastically, and you can't help but think, the treasure that started the whole returning curios is just a piece of junk like this? And even wanted people to imitate him? That adventurer who left behind the pocket watch is nothing but a giant fraud. But don't get angry yet. Allow me to explain briefly. The only reason why Mora has become the standard, unquestioned currency of choice, the Mora that circulates across the world, is because it stands the great and powerful without compare, the upholder of contracts, the fair and wise, the... Okay, well, allow me to omit the next 5,000 words of praise for Morax, and say that it is his credit standing behind the Mora that infuses it with value. Without his credit, it's just, it's just a round piece of metal. And behind this pocket watch is my own journey over mountains and rivers, searching tirelessly, millions upon millions of steps taken in pursuit of the greatest treasure in the desert. Dozens of novels would not be enough to tell my tale in full. So, I left behind this pocket watch that accompanied me throughout my entire journey, from when I was yet small. It's definitely not because it's all I have left on me. Perhaps one day I shall become a renowned adventurer. My fame will spread across Tibet. Then, my reputation will stand behind this watch as well, and you definitely won't feel like you've been burned. Of course, perhaps you understood this all long ago, and you are even stronger than I am. Perhaps you're already a big deal, but even then, my logic holds this pocket watch will be the most ancient memento you found in the mysterious Valurium Mirage, and you will have given it greater value. So, when you read this message from me bearing this pocket watch, it won't matter if we're separated by decades or centuries. Let us work hard and become the best we can be. And then we can spread my understanding of what creates value across Tibet, allowing everyone to live to the fullest. Signed, an adventurer who doesn't actually have much of a reputation. The signature is really, really fancy. It's finally time. Paimon's getting a bit worked up. So, what do you want to leave behind, Kyleston? Let's leave. How about a photo of us two? Huh? You mean taking a picture with a camera? It's just a picture. Would anyone really care about it? It may not be rare, but the important thing is that we're in it. That's true. We've already accomplished some really amazing things, and it wouldn't be exaggerating to say that we're living legends. Let Paimon picture how excited those guests will be when they find our photo. They'll probably either scream with joy and excitement, or they'll be confused and just ask, "Who are these two?" Hmm. Well, it'll be okay even if someone doesn't know anything about the famous adventurer. About anything about famous adventurers finds it. They can take our photo to the nearest town and ask around. Someone will set them straight in no time. After all, we're already famous and getting more so by the day. Anyway, let's take a selfie. Taking a selfie is a great idea. Let's go with that. Set up the camera, find a good angle, take a bunch of photos of Paimon. Then you pick out the best one together. Yeah, that one looks great. This reminds Paimon. We should take more photos together in the future, so we'll have even more treasured memories. Maybe one day, when we're running low on Mora, we can choose some pictures, make a photo album, and sell it for a pretty penny. Together with Paimon, you choose a memento and place it inside the storage box that Adia provided. As you are writing your message, you have a deep discussion with Paimon about what to include in addition to your brief description of your memento and why it is special. Your experiences in Valyria Mirage were so rich and colorful that you didn't know which one to choose. Even the sights and sounds inside the Valyria Mirage are spectacular. Ultimately, you settled on a blessing for companionship and happiness without worry. To the traveler who finds this chest, may your travels be filled with joy and free of care, and your companions always be by your side. Enjoy your time vacationing within the Valyrian Mirage. Mission complete. The ultimate treasure of returning curios has been buried. Phew. It's a strange feeling, planting the seeds of a story for the future instead of uncovering something left behind by an unknown predecessor. Hopefully, we'll see those seeds sprout soon. They'll definitely bear fruit. Hee hee. Now we just have to wait for Adia's response. I just want to see if she's anything to say. After this, I think I'll just do some world quests in Sumeru, because there are a ton of things that are still left to be done. Adia, emergency, huge news. We found a pocket watch. Look, is this the legendary Mora pocket watch? It has Mora engraved on it. Let me take a look. You really found it. Is this ordained by destiny? The ultimate prize left by the mysterious adventurer was found by this legendary traveler. I sense some sort of spiritual legacy. Paimon is really happy to be praised like that. Paimon is more curious about what happens next. Will it trigger a hidden event? Nothing like that. Actually, it never occurred to me that someone would find this pocket watch. After all, I even forgot where it was buried. But it's valuable on its own, right? Right? Additional rewards from me are unnecessary. Anyway, I'll be writing this down. With just the right amount of flair, of course. I'll transfer it into an exciting and thrilling story for my future guests. Now, the treasure you buried will be replacing this Mora pocket watch. Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about that too. It's about the stories hidden inside the treasure. Anyway, let's study this watch a little longer, Kyleston. Lydia, please write a really exciting story about us. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Closure. Now then, we have a lot of things to do. But not that, though. Oh. Well, that's the quest to do that one. So anyway, let's go to Samara City. Actually, there's a quest up here, too, I forgot about. Also, I'm getting a lot of pings on Discord. Who is messaging me?
Academic research isn't some kind of fad. Topics don't just go in and out of fashion. Hmm. 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 Huh?
Alright, there's all the messages. Including a nice one. Nilufar! Alrani, where did you go? Who? Pilot remembers that name. The young lady who's always writing her thesis? The one we met at Watatsumi Island? Right, she said she left she left academia for some materials. She should have been back by now. But the woman there seems really nervous. Let's go ask her about it. If Alrani did return to the academia, we might as well stop by and say hello. Hello there. About Alrani. Are you the adventurers sent by the Adventurers Guild? Did you find Alrani? I know I've been pressing, and I'm sorry for that. But she really worries me. Whoa, take it easy. We're not from the Adventurers Guild, just passing by. And you are? You are not adventurers? I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten any news from them. I'm so worried. Tell the story of what you've been through with Alrani. So you're the traveler Alrani keeps talking about. I'm Nilufar, researcher at the Academia. You could tell, right? Be that as I now devote most of my energy to teaching students on research. Alrani is my student. She has been struggling with her thesis. Oh, so you're her mentor. I'm gonna adjust my mic again. Hang on. There we go. This isn't the time for this. What happened to Miss Alrani? She went missing. Alrani came back excited from Inazuma with a paper a while ago, which is about the folk culture of Watatsumi Island. Oh, she took that very seriously. I could tell. That paper was well written and had a high standard in every respect. but she submitted the paper too late. I asked her to send me the first draft in advance, but I never heard back. By the time she came back with the full version of her paper, someone had submitted one with exactly the same topic, which had already passed the preliminary review. I tried in every way to get her to pass the review, but she still didn't make it. Why is that? Miss Alrani started forming the ideas in her papers long ago. How come it took so long? Wait. Inazuma. The Sokoku decree. Oh no. I have no idea how to break the news to her. I was going to think of a gentler way to let her know. Then a motor mouth out of nowhere just spilled it all to her. Then she went missing. I've turned every stone in the academia, and she was nowhere to be found. So I went to the Adventurers Guild and put out a commission. They found nothing but Alrani's notebook out of place. There was no sign of her. The adventurers should still be searching for her everywhere. I don't know what to do. Where is it? We'll help look for Miss Alrani. Really? I can't thank you enough. Where is the notebook? I'll mark the location of the notebook on the map for you. Oh, and your payment. We can talk about that later. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting here for the news from the Adventurers Guild. Please be safe, Alrani. Okay, kinda concerned it's on the docks. Next to a Fontanian man. Is this the right location? Oh, no, I'm still doing this. Oh. Wow. Far out there. Here I thought she went to the docks and was rowing down the river. No, she up and left.
What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam, Farozan, and I'll see if...
Ooh. A gateway. Okay, so there's a campsite. Not the most concerning thing. Place the wobbly bowl where I'm about to land. Must be running really fast just to chase down where I'm going.
Dare to mess with me. My guiding stars. Don't be scared.
Power technique!
bitter pill to swallow.
Feel the beat!
The hunter becomes...
Too late for regrets.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Gobly, please, have mercy. This is all just a big misunderstanding. What have you done to Alrani? Tell us what you know, or we'll kick your butt again. No, please, listen to me. You've got it all wrong. We wouldn't dare mess with her. We're no match for her. What do you mean? It's a long story. We happened to be short of money some time ago, and so we and our big sis were expecting to fill our wallet. You mean stealing and robbing again? Well, we are treasure hoarders. That's kind of what we do. As we were making plans in the camp, we saw a young lady carrying a huge bag coming towards the camp. Seemed to us she'd lost her soul. Freaked us all out. Before we got ready to make our move on her, she just plopped down beside the campfire, weeping and throwing a bunch of books into the fire. That was really spooky. You got freaked out by a young lady? Sure we are, but it's not like we kill people. We just pick and steal. Wait, do you actually think we kill people? What kind of treasure hoarders have you met in your travels? Look, she got us more puzzled before we even realized what was going on. She threw a bag of Mora and asked us to lock her up. So you did what she was asked? No one dared touch her at first, but she wouldn't eat or drink and just kept asking us to lock her up. At last, Big Sis asked us to make a cage with branches and let her in. You were actually being nice to her. Well, Big Sis always has respect for learned folks. She says she'd wanted to go to school one day. The lady's over there. Those are blockade barriers. Unless you mean behind the giant root thing. Big Sis must be soothing her now. If you can take the lady out of here, we'd be more than willing to repay you. Oh, up the hill. This is quite an interesting predicament. Huh. And you put the cage in one of the most precariously dangerous positions. I'm going to be gliding to my death. Ronnie, are you going to come out of the cage or what? No researcher. No academy anymore. I've paid you for this. Can't you leave me be? You're stubborn. Annoyingly stubborn. Excuse me. Hello there. Hello there? Oh, are you a traveler? Miss Alrani, you really are here? Nilufar told us about your paper. I wrote on the subject first. It's not fair. If I hadn't stayed in Inazuma for too long, my paper would have passed. Calm down. Calm now. Do you still want to finish your paper? I quit. Papers, academia, I'm done with all of it. Only fools write papers. Academia can do whatever they want. I remember this quest kind of feels like it's ended abruptly, so I wonder if there's something I'm missing. Last thing that happened was talking to Alrani the cage where you are. I tried to look for some way to continue it, but no luck. Well, I'll see what happens. I paid Narzem to protect me. No one's gonna force me to work on that paper. And are you Narzem? I'm Narzem. What I do... You must have known it. I'll cut to the chase. I know you, Traveler. You've been active around here lately. If you got a commission to bring the girl back, you can give it a go. I won't stop you. Hey, I've paid you. For what? It's not even enough to pay for our food for a few days. I won't go back anyway. It's just new subjects and field research there. I'll have restless days and nights. I might even get caught by some weird people or run into peculiar monsters. Then there'd be no time for me to finish my paper, and I'd miss the paper defense. Again. No, I'd rather be locked up here. Traveler, please send a message to Miss Nilufar for me. I'll write you a note. I don't want to go back. Please. She writes the note while weeping. There you go. Why would anyone invent papers? Okay, calm down. No one is taking you away for now. Miss Alrani, she seems very unstable right now. Let's leave her here while we take this note to Nilufar. Treasure hoarders, though. No need to worry if we will hurt her. Just like she said, she paid me. Besides, I finally found someone who is educated. She'd be very useful here. Why are you being so good, Talrani? Don't get me wrong. I do this for 3 simple reasons. First, Alrani paid me this for staying here. Second, I only take money, not lives. I'd ruin my reputation if I ditched her in the wild. And third, she's a learned lady who has a bright future. Being able to help her a little bit would give some credit to us treasure hoarders, I guess. You are the smartest treasure hoarder I've ever met. Okay, so Twee, I don't know how it ended abruptly for you, but now I have to go back to, Oh, okay, so you did this too. Well, let's see what happens. Traveler, did you find Alrani? Yes, but... We explain what happened. Narsum. How? You know her? Not personally. I've heard some mention her as some weird treasure hoarder. They say she would ask her victims a question when she plunders them. Literature, elements, all sorts of stuff. Even brain teasers. If you solve her problem, she will give back everything she looted, plus escorting you back to the city. So, she's a weirdo. What is this outlaw riddler? No one knows. I know this because my mentor once met her in the wild. Her question was, what quickly fills an empty room? Silence. It's wind. Pama is right. Must be wind. It's silence, but okay, candlelight. My mentor answered, elements are everywhere. That's cheating. Anyway, Narzam escorted my mentor back to the city, and they practically had a goodbye in decorum. I wouldn't be so worried if Alrani's with her. But she can't stay there forever. I have to figure out a way to help her with her paper. Well, that's how it ends. That's it. That's the quest.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I would like a continuation. It feels a bit abrupt. Like, it feels like there's some loose ends to tie up. Alright, let's get to the important one. Augustus Lovelace. Chew. Oh, the smell of these spices is just too... Achoo. I should take a picture and go hide in my room. Traveler. Hey, Traveler, hold on a second. What can I do for you? I'd like your help in taking a picture. Just one. It won't take long. It's embarrassing to admit, but the aroma of the spices here is a little too strong for me. I'm more inclined to more pleasurable smells like salt, pepper, smell of ketchup. Proper spices. It was one of the ones that got automatically added to 3.8. Alright. During my time in Fontaine, I never had food with even just a hint of spiciness. A pinch of salt is much like it. I was making a joke about the salt and pepper and the ketchup. This boyo would like wince at the taste of ketchup and say it's spicy. This man, oh my god, I'm just realizing this now. Oh god, is Fontaine gonna be basically England? We're gonna have beans and toast. We're gonna be eating like we're in a fucking World War. British cuisine, everyone. Here, I'm sneezing so much that... Phew! I can't even hold the camera steadily. Does that mean we can finally make waffles? Well, technically waffles are, I guess, Belgian in... I guess also French, but Belgian in some origin, which is more aligned with Germany. This is my guess. I don't actually know. But maybe we'll get them in Fontaine. So all I can do is ask for someone to take a photo for me. You certainly seem to be a kind person, so I'd like to ask for your help. You're Fontaine? Indeed. I'm very sorry that I forgot to introduce myself. I am Augustus Lovelace, a researcher from Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. The Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. The FRIKEE. Also known as the Frike. If Matsutake mushrooms can be found in anime Germany, then we definitely deserve some waffles in anime France. You make a very good point there. It's a mouthful, isn't it? You can call it the Fontaine Research Institute, as most people in Fontaine do. The Fontaine Research Institute used to be a paradise for researchers in Fontaine, where most mechanical creations originated. But thanks to Mr. Edwin, most buildings in the Research Institute are laying in ruin now. Ever since Raimondo and Mr. Choiseul took over the reconstruction project, the spirit of research at the Institute has been freefall. I have standards and prefer a tidy environment. I refuse to live in a pile of rubble, so I've been traveling around. Don't let my troubles spoil your mood. They have nothing to do with you. I need a drink of water. Oh, come on, please hurry and snap a photo for me. Once Xavier sees the beauty of it, Sumeru, there's no way he'll stay in Inazuma. I'll work with Xavier. What? Whoa. Are you the traveler that Xavier told me about? Yes. He also told me about the weird name he has and how he pronounces it. A pleasure. It's truly an honor to meet you. I've read all about your heroic feats in the Mikage furnace from Xavier's letters. And whenever Xavier talks about films in his letters, he always mentions your extraordinary acting skills. He says you are fearless, noble, and most importantly, you have a great sense of humor. Oh, once you've taken the photo, you must give me your autograph. It would be perfect if you signed the photo. How is Xavier doing these days? Well, to be honest, not great. He's anxious about his film, and based on his letters, he has been having trouble finding an interesting new subject lately. I suggested that he should do as I did and take some time off in Sumeru. but he keeps insisting that he must shoot the best possible film for the Yashiro Commission, and he refuses to leave Inazuma until it's done. That's enough of that. Come, take a photo of me. Right here will do. Nice. Let's show him. Oh, I'll show him, all right. Not bad indeed. You have a gift. It's the first time in my travels that I've met someone with such control over composition and color. Where have your travels taken you? Well, I could have come directly to Sumeru from Fontaine. After all, there's a line that goes going straight to the Baida Harbor in Sumeru. But, as they say, it's about the journey, not the destination. So I chose a more interesting route. First, I went from Lumidos Harbor to Chenyu Vale, then passed through Chingsa Village on my way to the stone gate that separates Mondstadt from Liwa. After stopping by Don Winery, I decided to head south and visit Liwa Harbor. I embarked on a ferry to Port Ormos from Liwa Harbor, traveled northward along the river, and here I am standing before you. After all, my goal is to relax. Were I a brave warrior with a passion for adventure, I might have decided to set out from Rome Maritime Harbor and follow the ancient path of the pilgrims, heading southward into the desert. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to cross the desert on the way back. Anyway, I've still got extra more to spend, and paying a visit to Natland on the other side of the desert sounds nice too. Natland's on the other side of the desert. That makes way too much sense, and that means we're going to have more desert in the future. Alright, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for helping me with the photo. Please, accept this as a token of my gratitude. I'm off to write to Xavier. If he still won't come to Sumeru, then I might as well go back to Fontaine.
But wouldn't that affect the structure of the hull?
Well, that was fun. What's next on the docket? Alright, the pry. Let's do this. Actually, I know where we're going. Actually, should I go and do quests in Aru Village? Because I know there's a few there. Or should I do some Vanarana quest stuff? Some Vanarana fun time. What should I do? Aru Village or R&R quests? While I'm waiting for a response, I'm gonna do some wishes. Let's get the GIF out. Let's make some standard banner wishes. Oh, wait, what? Clickety click. That. Well, the question's pointless now because this appeared out of nowhere and I'm interested. Oh, she's cute. The scenery here is rather lovely. If only someone was around to take a picture for me. My question was, should I do Aru Village quest stuff or R&R quest stuff? And now I'm here, talking with Susan. This like literally appeared out of nowhere. What are you doing? Oh, are you the traveler? Great, I was just looking for someone to help me out. My husband and I were stuck in Inazuma for such a long time due to the Goku degree. But those days are over, and we're finally able to travel to Sumeru. Ah, the very thought of being trapped in one place for so long. I told my husband that we should visit various places here in Sumeru to relax a little. But he claimed he was far too busy clearing his work backlog. He would not go out the door for the world. So, Twee, I just told you the question. You didn't listen again. You're not listening. I just told you the question. You threatened me by aiming a water gun at the waffle. But I just told you the answer, and you're still threatening me. So clearly, you're still not listening. Okay, don't type your response now. I want you to... Nope. Jingle keys. Hang on, where... Let me find something to get your attention real fast. ADHD people. Okay, so the question was, should I go to Aru Village and do some side quests there, or go do some R&R quest stuff? That was the question. The question is now irrelevant because I'm doing this quest for Susan. So there we go. That's why I'm here all by my lonesome. And wouldn't you know it, no one was available to help me with some photographs. I had wanted to take some photos for my husband to see as well. But since you're here, traveler, may I ask you to help me with take some pictures? Certainly. Alright then. I'm counting on you, traveler. How would this angle do? Should it be a bit more centered? Okay, I'm ready now. Ooh, good spot. There we go. Perfect. I really actually do like this one. There was the Aru Village quest you put on hold. You know, the one that leads to changing the pyramid. Oh right, yeah. So I can turn the pyramid off. Oh, I saved it twice by accident. Have you finished taking the pictures? Let me have a look at them. Oh, wonderful. My beauty is indeed as radiant as ever. Even more so than before, I'd say. Oh, you and your silver tongue. Still, thank you, traveler. Come, this is your reward for pictures of me. Here you go. Hell yes. Well, I guess now it's off to Aru Village. Oh wow, I got 3 quests here. But first, I did post the gift. Let's do some standard banner wishes. Just see what we get. Nothing. Next one. Ooh, we got purple. We got purple. A flute. Next one. Ooh, another purple. Oh, we got 2 purples in a row. Dragon's Bane. My Bane. Ah, there we go. There's the junk. There's the junk. More junk. More junk. More junk. And the last one. Another purple. 3 purples. And the Favonius Greatsword is ours. I call this a huge success. We got some good stuff. And we get some star glitter. $79 now. What is my standard 5? I don't... Okay. I think they fixed the issue with this. Yeah, I have my mouse. I remember I still get freaked out with the error where it, like, hid things. So we did 7 wishes there, and our pity is... 20... 25... 26, 27... plus the 7... 34. We have 34 pity. Which one of you guys is going to take me to the desert?
I suppose wisdom is also.
Well, I guess I'll start with the farthest one away then, if I can't figure it out. Though, the one on the tower seems a little suspicious. Anyway. Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life. Come, friend. Would you like to hear about the Eremites? Come on. Just listen up a bit. The Eremites are a good community to be part of. We're free. We're united. Friendly, too. And if you join with us, you'll get a chance to fleece those tree dwellers of their fat wallets. The Academia's researchers are rich a lot, and they're not ones to default on their payments either. I'm already in the Adventurers Guild. Eh? You're with the Adventurers Guild? I mean, that's no obstacle, is it? Come on, everyone's got a side hustle nowadays. It's not like adventurers and mercenaries are really that different. You get what I mean? Actually, I think they're very different. Well, we've got good food here, too. Meat and fish are regulars on the menu. And if you're lucky, you might even get to meet Dia, the flame main. Now calm down, get some water. Sorry, I spoke too quickly. My event pity? I don't know what my event pity is. I haven't had anyone listen to my pitch for a while now, so I got a little excited there. Still, are you really not even going to consider joining us? Yeah, no, I have my hands full with Adventurers Guild business. Alright, if you say so. Are you always recruiting people here? Yes. I mean, it is my job after all. Nowadays, able hands are in short supply everywhere. And nowhere is that shortage more accurate than in the mercenary industry. Well, I guess I can just tell you. We've got people, that's for sure, but our line of work is very dangerous. Things like escorting people are on the easier side. It's just tiring at most. But if your work involves researchers, then it's like putting your head on a block. You'll be blessed to have come back in one piece. After coming back from these missions, most of our members have to take at least 10 days to half a month off. Sorry about that. Was taking a big sip of water. Throat was getting real dry. Also, hang on. I think my door just opened. Give me a second. No, it didn't. It must have been my chair then. I heard something click. Anyway. I take 10 days to half a month off. So we always need people to fill in those gaps. Sumeru is a big place with a lot of researchers, so we've got new work coming in every day. We're basically working around the clock at this point. So yeah, we need to get some new people, or we're going to buckle under the load. In that case, have you managed to find anyone who's on board? You mean here in the village? Nope, not one. Excuse me. Actually, I should correct myself. It's more that the people I'd love to have join don't want to, and that I wouldn't take those who want to join. If you don't believe me, why don't we take a quick walk about together? Who knows? I might just be convinced by the time we're done. Kidding. I know you said you didn't want to join, and I won't force you. I just, like some company while I have a little walk. Yeah, I can go with you, no problem. Thanks a lot. Let me see. Let's go look for Sanya first. She's usually free in the day, but at night... Well, she's usually busy having important discussions with Jabari. How worrying. Good afternoon, Sanya. What are you buying? I've told you many times before, Atiya. Jabari isn't interested in joining you, nor do I want him to go become a mercenary. I'm not going to help you convince him. Well, that's a shame. With his culinary skills, Jabari to do really well with us. And your family's financial standing would be improved greatly, too. And hasn't he said before that he'd like to go out and find work? If that's what he really wants, who better to recommend work than an old friend, eh? Don't take anything he says seriously. He'll tell you that one day and change his mind the next. In the end, he just can't bear to leave me here alone in the village. And I couldn't bear to see him slogging away by himself either. What's more, you're asking that he risk his neck out there as a mercenary. Even if he wanted to go, I'd stop him for sure. Just leave this topic be. I'm going to buy things. I've got things to buy. Go bother someone else. Phew. Well, alright then. See, traveler? This is what work looks like for me almost every day. Next on my list of people to meet is Fodel. He was one of us once, but he quit. Sure would be nice if I can convince him to take a bit of a comeback. The outskirts. Well then. Windwheel Aster. Is that? It's Cyrus. I am gone off the bridge. Atia, not you again. Persistence is one of our virtues, you know. Well, then you should know that sticking to principles is mine. Come on now, brother. I've left the organization already. Don't call me that. Right. All right, Fodel. You're sure you're not considering coming back at all? I know that some of us can be a bit reckless, but most of us are perfectly law-abiding citizens. I've said this before, Tia. I'm not going back. The things you speak of, I've already confirmed them with my own eyes. Perhaps not all the Eremites are a lawless lot, and not every Eremite enjoys kicking those who have already gone down. But ill deeds spread, Tia. All it takes is one person to act like the law is merely a suggestion, and everyone else be affected by them. One person influences another, and if that group keeps acting a certain way, they will influence yet more people. I'm sure you know what that means better than I do, Tia. It is all too easy to do evil in such an environment. You wish for me to return, just as I wish for you to leave. Perhaps from your perspective, the Eremites are not an evil organization, even if they're not exactly honorable. But you can't always live in shades of gray. This is just a word of advice. You may do with it as you will. I know, Chief. Alright. If you do leave and need a new line of work, I will help you. Are you alright? Well, there's no way I can win an argument with Fodel, I guess. What's next? Right, let's rest a bit. I gotta say, my throat's getting tired after all that. So we head back up the stairs. Hey, Uncle Atya? You still asking people to join the Eremites? Why, if it isn't Aiton. Did you tell your mother you were coming here? I did. She's working, so I went to go play with Karima. Hello, Uncle Atya. Uncle Atya, what do you think about all the stuff we talked about last time? I've been working out this whole time, and I'm even been training with Karima. She's never gonna catch me in a race again. That one time didn't count. It was because I didn't eat enough for lunch that day. Anyway, I've been following the training plan you gave me. So let me take the test again. Let me see if I'm good enough to join the Eremites. Oh, so this is what you meant by someone who wants to join. Ahem. Alright then. Aiton. As a member of the Eremites, I will conduct the test once again. Alright. Come on, Karima. You join in too. Let's do this together. But I don't want to join the Eremites. I just want to stay here in the village and protect everyone. But it would be nice to get Uncle Atia to test my skills. I mean, I did ask Miss Candace for advice on how to train before. Wait, what? When did you... Good. Good, that's the spirit. Alright then. Alright, Aiton, stop pouting. If we get the chance, I'll bring you to go get some pointers from Dia. How does that sound? Really? You do that? We Eremites don't lie, kiddo. But before we begin the test, let's have this traveler show us the expected standards. Oh, I'm involved in this now? I haven't had the chance to do any demonstrations before. I couldn't just run around doing those and leave the kids here by themselves. That would be too dangerous. Anyway, thanks for your help, traveler. Anyway, our traveler here is a very capable adventurer. I had to do a lot to get him to come and give you a demonstration. Better watch carefully now. Alright. An adventurer, huh? As in, someone from the Adventurers Guild? No matter whether you're a mercenary or a guard, you will always wind up coming across situations in which retreat is the best option. When that happens, we often live by the principle that the quicker we get away, the better. Thank you, traveler. Now, let us quickly demonstrate how to make a swift retreat. Here's our starting point. Now, please, demonstrate. Oh. Barely broke a sweat. Wow, you're so fast. Very good. You were quick. And more importantly, very steady. Watch and learn, kiddos. Don't insist on pushing through every dangerous situation you get in. If you must retreat, retreat decisively. That means you especially, Aiton. I know. Good. Let's move on to the next step. It's time for some live combat demonstration. Ooh, awesome! My dad carved me a wooden sword that I carried with me. What about you, Karima? I do have a small bow, though my mother only gave me arrows without tips. Huh. That's alright. You have a sword and a bow, and your boundless courage. That's all anyone really needs to begin their adventures. But remember not to run around aimlessly when you're outside the village. Stick with me, the traveler, at all times. We're going out with 2 kids in tow. Oh, don't you worry, I've scouted that area beforehand. Just a bunch of sickly scorpions out there. They barely retain any offensive capabilities, so we should be alright. Whatever happens, the 2 of us will be there. I don't remember agreeing to this. Oh, come on. We're already here. You know, in for 1 mora, in for 1,000, such. I'll make sure to pay you according to the guild's regulations. Well, buckle up, kids. We're heading off. Woohoo! I must admit, I'm a bit nervous. Oh, that way. Okay. You say so, pal. If you think it's a good idea, I guess it's a good idea. Oh, I skipped that on the way in? I must have missed a lot of treasure on the way in here. And done. Well, scorpions were huge. Should we really get any closer to them? I shot them with my bow, but they didn't even flinch. But you defeated them so easily. Well, that's many years of training for you. But Miss Candace said I've improved. Chin up, Karima. Ah, Glenn! He falls from the sky as soon as he lands head first, he explodes into cabbages. What? Chin up, Karima. Oh, chin up, Karima. You'll become strong eventually. But you've got to take it all one day at a time. You too, Aiton. If you keep training hard like this, it's only a matter of time before we'll let you in. Oh, if only I could get Miss Dia to teach me. The next time I see Miss Candace, I'll get her to teach me more. Haha. That's the spirit. And in the end, you didn't get anyone to join. Hey now, didn't they ever tell you not to harp on a man's private woes? We can talk about work later. Oh, it's a reference to the unusual hilly churl. Okay. That's right. It's not as my advertising has no effect at all. Lots of young men and women have left the village to seek the outside world after hearing about what I had to say, even if they didn't really want to join us. Well, we can talk about that later. I have to bring these kids back to the village now. Parents are probably at least a bit worried now that they've been out so long. Here's a little something for you, by the way. Thanks for coming all the way out here to help me. Now, how am I going to explain this to the rest of the Eremites when I go back for a debriefing? Uncle Atya, you haven't given us our tests yet. That's so. Ah, yes. Let's go back to the village first, and then we'll do the test there. Sleepy just woke up from a nap. Oh. This man, Eepy. Now I want to do the Aru village quests, but if I do an R and Nara thing, I might still just be like speaking a lot. I guess it makes no difference. Let's go back to Aru village. Oh. Oh Rose, grant me a wish. Blooming from a stone, the golden rose sang to me. She sang. That's a local Sumeru folk song called The Singing Rose, right? It's such a cute song. Too bad the boy ran off halfway through. Paimon would love to hear the whole thing and say hi to him. Ah, you must be new here. First time in Aru village? No. Huh. Did I guess wrong? Let me think again. Well then, are you scholars looking to study abroad in Sumeru? I know that there are many foreign scholars in the academia. We do know a lot of scholars, but we aren't quite like them ourselves. Technically, we're adventurers. The glorious world-trotting duo, Paimon and Kyleston. World-trotting? What's so funny? We're super famous adventurers, believe it or not. No, I wasn't mocking you, friends from far away. Just the opposite. It's a delight to hear uplifting stories, like people traveling the world. When you're as detached from the world as I am, such enthusiastic remarks can really catch you off guard. I'm sorry if I offended you. My name is Saba. I offer you my apologies as well as my welcome to the village. Yes. Were you talking about the Rose folk song that Zayad was singing? Yes. We can talk more about it if you're interested. I hope it will liven up your journey. People say it differently. Are you going to sing for us, Saba? Paimon's dying to hear the rest of it. Sorry, I'm not good at singing, but we can discuss what the song is about. Sure. So that kid sang about the rose granting wishes. Yes, in a tiny village like ours, we don't have a big ath- athenaeum like they do in the academia. All our songs are passed down orally. It's my belief that the wish granting flower in the song represents the collective imagination of our ancestors. In a harsh environment like the desert, water is an extremely vital resource, especially the narrator who is voicing myself right now. He is grabbing his water bottle and about to take a big swig because his throat is so dry. Hmm. Also, they are they they are prized water storing plants. So the more adverse the terrain, the more stories there are about plants. It's a reflection of our ancestors yearning for a better life. At the same time, plants are also a part of the symbiotic relationship between our ancestors and the flora and fauna of the desert. However, Aruville is built on sand and the soil here is actually not suitable for the cultivation of Sumeru roses. The Sumeru roses I planted could never grow, so if you ask me, the golden rose in the song must have been a product of people's imagination. Uh, hold on, Paimon can't keep up anymore. Is this what you usually talk about with people about, Miss Saba? I'm sorry. I thought that since you were new here, you'd prefer such topics over farming or the weather. Paimon got lost somewhere between symbiotic relationship and the collective imagination. But don't worry, Paimon understood the last sentence. You said that the land isn't here and suitable for Sumeru roses, right? We've only seen them in places with moist soil. Well, this place is mostly sand after all. Speaking of roses, I was thinking that since you two are adventurers, perhaps I could hire you to. Now we're talking. We're battle hardened adventurers. We can do any job, no problem. So what do you need help with? I know it's ridiculous to want roses that don't belong here to bloom. But regardless, I still really want to see them. I'm embarrassed to say it, but that is my wish. Based on what I know about roses, they will grow if fertilized with highly concentrated dendro, even if you grow them in sand. But it's nearly impossible to get such fertilizer out here. So I'm wondering if maybe you may be able to get your hands on some dendro? Yes, dendro promotes plant growth and works especially well on poor crops. But I'm just a normal person without a dendro vision, and I lack the resources to obtain effective fertilizer. If it's just dendro you want, this should be pretty easy. You've got this.
Don't even think about it.
Can you wield dendro? Are you someone without a vision? I haven't met anyone like that in a long time. What a nostalgic feeling. You should be fine now, right, Miss Saba? That's right. They should sprout soon if powered by dendro. Let's just wait for a while. We wait for a while. They stop growing after sprouting a few leaves. They're sprouting! I knew you could do just about anything, Kyleston. The results were immediate, just as I thought. Thank you. Too bad there are no flowers yet. Oh, but that's normal. You can't rush such things. Plants have to go through stages of growth. That were you able to make them sprout is already quite amazing. Give the roses some more time to take nourishment. It will be better for them as well. I'm very grateful to you as it is. I don't wish to bother you any further. Just drop by and see them in your spare time, if that would be enough.
Sa, ka, sa.
Well, we got one more here. Rafe. Would you like some help getting down from here? Ah, there's just no time at all. And no one to swap shifts with me either. What do I do now? Eh? Traveler? Traveler, please hold on a moment. What's going on? I'm so sorry for taking up your time, but I'd like to ask you if you're free. We're both standing on top of a tower with no way down. I have all the time in the world. And if you could do me a favor. Well, let's hear your story first, then. You'd help me? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Here's the situation. I ordered a flower pot from Azalea's shop. Azalea's shop. Alongside a batch of seeds. Originally, I had asked a friend to help me out get them, but he suddenly told me they had a mission to attend to and wouldn't have time to help me out. There was too little time for me to find someone else. So, Traveler, could you please help me collect my purchases from Azalea's? I hear that he should be in the entrance of the village right now, waiting for the goods to come in. What did you buy all this stuff for, anyway? They're for my girlfriend, Nerman. She's in poor health, so she's been convalescing at home. I mean, you've seen it too. Aru village is in the middle of a desert, so there's not much greenery to go around. Can't say this is the best environment, can you? So I bought some plants to place in her house, but always staying in her room has kept her in a bad mood. I've also been very busy at work, so I basically can't go see her in the day. We only have time to talk to each other at night. That's why I thought that perhaps I can get her to raise some flowers herself, if only just to help pass the time and take her mind off illness. I didn't expect things to get complicated like this. I'll go on your behalf. Thank you very much. Just bring them straight back to me once you get them. I need to sow those seeds, loosen the soil, apply some fertilizer. But Nerman's constitution isn't that great. Will all this work just tire her out? Huh. So there was another batch after all. Hey, about Rafe's goods. Oh, you mean the stuff you ordered from me? Well, you're in luck. The batch of goods I received has his stuff in there. I must say, though, he ordered quite a lot of things. Are you here to pick up his order? Are they very heavy? Well, apart from that pot, he's also ordered various seeds, fertilizer, and some other items used in gardening. They're pretty weighty when put together. Are you sure you'll be fine by yourself? I have over 1,000 radishes. I can handle it. Or is it turnips? I keep forgetting. No, it's radishes. 'Cause I think turnip and I think turnip prices. I've got my ways. Is that so? Well, that's fine. I'll just get all this stuff wrapped up for you. Thank you for making the trip, by the way. Makes it easier on myself and my back. Bonjour. Traveler, have you brought the stuff? Right here. These are the ones. Thank you so much. So you're not trying to open your own flower shop? Well, I just wanted to buy more at once to save myself some extra trips, you know? Anyway, go rest over there for a while. I need to sow these seeds and put some fertilizer in, and Ref starts working on a flower pot. Alright, this should do it. All Nerman needs to do is water this plant. Traveler, could I trouble you to help me bring this flower pot to her? Why don't you go by yourself? I need to guard this path. If any foodstuffs or goods pass through, I need to get more people from the village to come take them. And you know how it is around here. If we're too slow, all the goods will spoil under the sun. Just do me this favor, please. Nerman's not too far from here. All you need to do is take this pot of flowers to her. I'll find a way to bring the rest to her.
Hoping to buy some handmade goods.
What's the big deal?
Don't even think about it. Some turbeats
Looking
are
to
meant
buy
for
some
transporting
handmade
goods.
goods.
As worrying as it can get.
Is she down lower? Oh, there's lower housing. That's weird. Someone inside hears movement. Hello? May I help you with anything? Well, I'm here to give you this flower pot. Is this from Rafe? There are flowers in this pot? Really? Thank you for helping him send this to me. I like it very much. But, can I really raise these flowers properly? Is this your first time growing flowers? Well, no, I'm just not very good at taking care of plants. The previous ones all withered in my hands. I imagine that this pot of flowers must be even more delicate still if I were to fail to care for it properly again. No, I can't just. Since the flowers are already in my hands, I must take good care of it. Perhaps Granny Kulsum knows how to solve this problem. Well, let's report back.
What's the big deal?
And we'll grab some cactus fruit in the way.
What's the big
Bonjour.
deal?
You're back, traveler. Thank you so much for helping out. How is Nerman doing? She's worried that she won't be able to take care of the flowers. Well, I'll help her look into this. If all else fails, we'll find someone to ask about it. Even if that fails, I'll just look for something that's easy to grow and keep alive, I guess. The fish claymore on Freminette would be funny since he's a Fontaine scuba diver. Oh, that's true, it would. Oh, but I'd be giving up Chong Yun's long-used weapon. Oh, man. Still, though, it would be funny to give it to him. Well, in any case, thanks for helping me out, traveler. Please, take this as your reward. I'll send the other items to her later. Wait a moment. Do these gardening tools not come with instruction manuals? Oh. Oh, no. I have no idea how to use this item. Plan to give the bell to Freminent. Yeah, even though like I think the bell works perfectly for Freminette as well, one, you see it in the artwork for him, but also for the pun. It's a very, very clever pun. It's his diving bell. I also like that he has a cute little mask. He's a very curious little character that I can't wait to see and meet.
Hey, and Mora, or trade anything you own.
And he's a femboy. He certainly is. So is Linny. Which I think Freminette is more of a twink, and Linny is more of like a femboy. I guess they're both femboys.
It's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry
Yeah, they're
about.
both adorable. Anyways, I think that's a good stopping point for now. Gonna end a bit early, only because, well, my mouth is extremely dry right now. But also, like, I want to save some other stuff for next week, because next week we should be getting the next update for Genshin with Fontaine.
Death.
Chad is talking about the Seven Boys while I'm sipping for Lynette. Of course you are. You're just simping because we get a free Lynette. But next week, because I like to wait and let my friends all play the story first, we'll be doing... Well, there's a lot more quests to do that will give me Primo Gems. So I'll be taking care of all of these things. As well as probably looking for treasure chests in Fontaine. Well, not in Fontaine, in Sumeru. I'll probably swap my commissions to Sumeru as
And the
well
world
right now,
around us all follow.
because I feel I've done everything I can right now. I don't think any new commissions to appear that I know of yet. So Sumeru will be next time.
A set of laws.
Oh, right. Oh, there's a survey. Go take that survey when you can, guys.
But
Answer time. Yep, there is now a survey. I said, Twee, I would be doing some treasure hunting. Treasure. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this evening. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun playing tonight. It was definitely nice to just kind of sit back and play some Genshin, even if I was a bit late. I also do want to apologize for the fact that I've been late the last 2 weeks now with some streams. I've just been getting used to a lot of things that have been happening, mostly just my new job, and also just trying to like balance a life of like, oh, I want to go to the gym, like do some fitness, or I might want to go for a walk in the evening. Oh, right, like I gotta eat. I was trying to eat dinner a bit earlier than I used. I've been eating dinner late. I've been trying to eat dinner a lot earlier. So, uh, yeah. Aside from that, next Tuesday we'll be back with more Monster Hunter, and we'll be doing a lot more 6-star quests. which should take up a lot of our time. I know I did a lot of the grinding for the Toby Kadachi armor, but we should, oh, gun lance. So we should be able to upgrade that once we get more money, which I'll be doing some of the minor quests that we can take care of. But after that, we should have a really good Thunderblight gun lance, so we can shield while we're doing some massive damage. Aside from that, yeah, like I said, for Genshin next week, we're gonna be doing like, more side quests while we wait for things to be taken care of and wrapped up. Now, who can we raid for tonight? Oh, let's raid Rabbit Sensei. It's been forever. Oh, and he's playing a really cool game called Ender Lilies Quietest of the Nights. Yeah, we're gonna raid him. So slash raid Rabbit Sensei VT. Alrighty, we're gonna go raid Rabbit Sensei VT playing Ender Lilies. It's like a side-scrolling Metroidvania type game. If you guys want to join in the raid, feel free to. If you do not, that is perfectly fine. You can go ahead and raid whoever else you want to raid. Go visit your favorite streamer. Say hi to them. Ask what their favorite dinosaur is. And with that, oh, one more thing. I have been lacking on uploading VODs onto YouTube. I am trying to be on top of that, and I'll be trying to upload more as I go through. So be on the lookout for more VODs of like streams that were from like 2 or 3 months ago. Most of the Psychonauts VODs. I hope you're excited for. And with that, I will see you all later. Have a good night, everyone.